ladies, welcome back or welcome to the Soulful Shenanigans channel. If you're new here, my name is Victoria. I make content centered around achieving your personal goals, overall personal development, and anything that has to do with becoming a better version of yourself. We discuss all of those things here on this channel. So if those are things that you're interested in or you want to dabble into, then make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, comment, and give it a share. Now, today's video is a little impromptu. Okay, I did not plan this, but I have been thinking about it a lot recently. I've been getting several questions on some of my other videos centered around body image, beauty, and dressing for yourself, elevating your style. And I've been wanting to answer those questions, but honestly, with it being summer break, I just have not had the time, energy, or space to make that type of content. But school has finally started back, so I'm finally got some extra energy and some extra time. So I'm going to try and answer as many questions as I can. Before I dive into the meat and potatoes of this video, I want to announce, if you did not know already, I am launching a course called the Style Playbook. It is going to be an extensive course. It's going to tell you everything that you need to know about how to elevate your style, learn your body type, do a color analysis, do a face analysis, how to analyze your body using different body typing systems. This sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but I promise you all of this is necessary for really understanding yourself and cultivating an amazing wardrobe. But there is more. There's understanding shapes and silhouettes, fabrics, textures, colors, how to put outfits together. We also will be going over accessories. I'm going to briefly discuss makeup and how to do simple everyday makeup looks, and then how to step it up for those special occasions. It is going to be an extensive course. I have not finished it. I did not want to rush it. I want this to be really packed with all of the information and tools and resources that you're going to need to cultivate your dream wardrobe. So I'm still taking my time with it. Right now, it is still on pre-sale, so if you want to go ahead and purchase it, you can. And then as soon as it is available, you'll have instant access to it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. Now, I got some questions on how to utilize your color analysis, because we did briefly talk in one of my previous videos how to do the color analysis. So if you're interested in that, make sure you go and watch that video. I will leave it up here on a note card somewhere, and I'll also put the direct link down in the description box. But I did briefly go over how to do the color analysis using AI, and some people were wanting to know what to do with that information. So when you do the color analysis, you're going to get like a chart, and this is something that I break down in the course as well. You're going to get a chart. Now, there are 12 different color seasons, okay? Seasons, and they are divvied up into the actual seasons of the year: fall, winter, spring, and autumn. And each season, there are 4 seasons. Each season has its own 3 color categories, if that makes sense. And so they're going to give you a sort of guideline of colors that are going to work best for you according to your season. And what you can do is use those colors, and I would say play with them, okay? Especially if they are colors you have never tried before. I mentioned in one of my videos that this is not a color I would have worn before, but it's a color that kept popping up in my color analysis, and I decided to try it. And now this is like my signature color. It complements my skin so well. You do not have to only wear those colors, but it is a good guide. It's a good place to start if you're wanting to cultivate a wardrobe that is unique and catered to you. Another question I got asked was how to determine your body type. It's an easy and difficult question to answer. There are several different ways to determine your body type because there are several different body typing systems. And it can be confusing because so many different people, articles, organizations or whatever may use different body types, but the standard body types are square or rectangle, rectangle, hourglass, triangle, inverted triangle, and either like circle or apple. Now, some of these body types may have different names. For example, triangle may also be referred to as a pear-shaped or a bottom hourglass. You may not have heard of that one before, but I just heard that one, a bottom hourglass. And it can be a little confusing, but a simple Google search will clear up any confusion that you have. And when it comes to determining which body type or which body shape you have, it's all in your measurements. I recommend you getting some, let me see if I have it. Okay, I don't have it on me right now, but I recommend you getting some fabric or body measuring tape. It's that really soft measuring tape. You definitely don't want to use that construction measuring tape because it's going to be very uncomfortable. Or you can also use a string and a ruler, which will be a little bit more difficult, but it works just as good. But you want to take measurements of your body. The basic three are bust, hips, and waist. Okay, and those are the main ones that are usually used to determine what your body shape or body type is. What's going to be calculated is the ratio between your hips, your waist, and your bust. So typically, if you have wider hips, then your bust and your waist, then you are considered bottom heavy and you are likely an inverted triangle or pear shaped. And then if your bust and your hips are pretty much proportionate, like they're pretty even, but your waist is not like super narrow, then you will be considered a rectangle. If your bust and your hips are pretty even and you have a really teeny tiny waist, then you are considered hourglass. Now, hourglass is actually a very rare body type. Majority of women actually have either an apple, which is like circular, or a rectangle body shape, because most women, their busts are proportionate to their hips. And I think that normally changes when you have kids, then you get turned into a pear. And that was the case for me. I actually used to be an hourglass until I had kids, and now I'm a pear. It happens. But there are also other body typing systems, and those ones are a little extensive. And like I said, I'm going over all of this in detail in my course. So if you're interested in it, make sure you go to my website, soulfulshenanigans.com, and go ahead and sign up for that course. One of my favorite body typing systems is the KIB body type system. You can look it up or you can sign up for my course and we can thoroughly go over it together. But it is a great way to analyze your body on a deeper level. Like, the KIB body typing system is very detailed. It's not just about your measurements, your hips, and your bust. It looks at the tonality, the masculinity or femininity, the hardness or the softness of your body structure and your face structure, and it uses that information to determine what type of clothing and styles work best for you. I have recently redone the KIB body type test, and I used to be a classic gammon, and now I am a dramatic romantic, I believe it is. Not all the way romantic. I believe it was a dramatic romantic. I don't remember the exact wording for it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I found it interesting because I've been on this sort of healing journey and learning and discovering more about my femininity. And I feel like that has overall, I know it has softened me on the inside. I feel like it has also softened me on the outside. And so my body structure used to actually be very hard and rigid. And I feel like it's gotten softer over time because I've gotten softer, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's just a little tidbit. But once you determine your body type, it becomes pretty easy to dress yourself and to curate a wardrobe that is unique to you. Like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, beauty is all about balance and symmetry. It's about creating an overall appealing composition. So once you determine your body type, you can figure out how to dress it up in a way that creates balance. And I feel like I'm oversimplifying it, but this is something I definitely break down and go into detail in my course. For example, I'll use myself as an example. I am a pear shape or inverted triangle. I am bottom heavy. Okay. And when it comes to dressing myself to create more balance, what I typically find is best for me is drawing the eye or the attention away from my hips when it comes to my clothing. So usually I have more detail or more pizzazz, maybe more pattern or a bolder color or something like that on the top half of my body. And for the bottom half of my outfit, I try to hide or conceal my hips as much as possible. And you can do that with things like vertical lines. You can do that with some looser silhouettes. And it can create the illusion of a proportionate figure, even though you and I know that my hips are wide as hell. But you probably would never know because I dress for my body type and I dress in a way that balances those wide ass hips. And so really that's what the goal is. If you want to look more put together, you want to look your best self, it's really all about finding those proportions, finding the balance, accentuating what you already have. Okay, we're not hiding, concealing, and covering up. We're not putting on a facade. We are we are accentuating our God-given beauty. Now, if you guys have any more questions about anything else that I discussed here on this channel, feel free to let me know now in the comment section below. I can't guarantee that I'm gonna get back to you in a super quick time, but I will get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. If you know somebody else that this video will be helpful for, make sure you share it to them. And again, make sure you are subscribed to the Soulful Shenanigans family. But that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. Enjoy your day, and I will see you in the next video.